We got microphone status. What's going on, my friends? Butcher Wall Street coming at you right now, taking a look at AMC. We were looking at gains of over 90% on AMC moments ago, and it's still up 50% in after hours. AMC ran from $4.40 to, well, let me turn on the after hours here so you can actually see it, but up to $9 and change. This is pretty incredible, I gotta say myself. Where's the after hours button here? There it is. Show extended hours. We hit $8.76 on AMC. Let me turn up my microphone. Turning up the volume here so you guys can hear me. People are saying they can barely hear me. All right, thank you for the heads up, my friends. AMC in after hours ran up from $4.35 to $8.76. It is currently seems to be being shorted down at the very moment right now. It is still up around 47%. I am extremely happy with the way that my brokerage accounts look right now. Let's put it that way, to say the least. Ape did take a beating and was down around 50% at 1.2, up from $1.80 to 67 cents, and is now back up to $1.36. The only regret I have is that I didn't catch it at 67 cents to buy more. That's the only regret that I have at this very moment. But at $1.35, I believe Ape to be an extremely amazing deal. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You shouldn't buy, hold, or sell anything just because I'm talking about it. So keep that in mind. But yeah, as you can imagine, this is the kind of things that happen in after hours. Let's go on to the think tank. You can tell everybody that we are live. We're live. So we're coming at you live now on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live, and a couple other platforms. Taking a look at this at this very moment. Yeah, my portfolio is definitely happy on these kinds of gains. But yeah, right now we're looking at 51% gain at this very moment. AMC went all the way up from $4.35 to $8.76. I can't even see how much money my fucking call contracts are worth. On Monday morning when the market opens, I have a significant increase in the price of my call contracts, not even including my shares. Let's see. Huge shout out to Woody Wooderson here. Thank you, my friend. That's AMC for All from, what's it called? Sorry, from the other live streams that we've done together. His name is Aaron. He says, the judge has thrown out the settlement. This is great news. Some people are worried as if that's a bad thing, but in my opinion, it's absolutely phenomenal because the settlement being thrown out means that they now have to go back to the table, AMC and the people who are suing them, and come up with a better deal. Let's take a look at what happened here with the court case. We've got a bunch of details in our think tank here, and we're going to talk about it right now. The Ape to AMC conversion and reverse split has not been denied. This has nothing to do with the Ape to AMC conversion and reverse split. Ape is AMC, and AMC is Ape. Together, together combined, they make up the collective market cap of AMC stock. And it is convertible. Okay, so AMC can hold another vote to convert Ape in AMC, and after earnings, it might be very easily convertible for those who just bought at Antera's previous price of 67 cents. As you can see, it dumped down really hard here. I think a lot of retail investors and institutions did not know and do not really understand what it means. But the deal was rejected. Let's take a look at what we've got here in the think tank. The settlement purported to release not only claims tied to the common stock, but also claims associated with the preferred stock. And the release cannot properly extend to those latter claims. So it purports to release claims that don't arise from the same factual predicate, according to the judge. Let's take a deeper dive into what this means. Savage says, fuckers won't take my money for more Ape. I guess he's having trouble buying more Ape at this very moment. All right, let's take a peek here. Hey, Cash Money in the think tank. Let's jump in over here. What's up, Cash Money? We are live, my brother. Let's take a look here at what we're seeing. Road Dog, we're going to be so fucking rich. Valentine Luke is watching us on Apple TV right now. Citadel Air is watching Kenny dig his own grave. Courier the Wise picked up 1,200 more ape at a discount. My friend, that is pretty wise in my opinion. Let's take a look. We've got some further information up top here. And oh, it looks like AMC is going up higher. It had a low of $6.45 in after hours and is now already at $7.08 and moving quickly. The volume is pretty astronomical right this moment. Take a look at this. Take a look at that chart. Now that's a sexy fucking chart. From $4.35 up to $7 currently. We were up at $8.76. Very good. Trader Sheik's laugh my ass off. Where the fuck did that shill come from? Courier the Wise says that his after-hours buy orders on discounted ape are not going through, even when he's offering above the ask. He has never had this much delay before. That's incredible. Judge Zern, Chancellor Zern, has just done me a huge fucking solid and given me the opportunity to buy more ape at a discounted price. AMC is now back up 60% over 60% in the after hours at this very moment and climbing right now. Now remember, BDA Penguin brings up a great point. He says the FUD is going to be everywhere. Let me move this chat over a little bit. Saying the FUD is going to be everywhere, saying that the conversion and the reverse split were blocked, but that is not what the ruling was. This just means that Chancellor Zern did not approve the settlement. That's it. All right, let's move up here to the other chat. We're going to move up here to the stock market chat so anybody in the think tank can join in if you'd like. If you're in the think tank in the Discord with us right now, which of course, for those of you that know, it's completely free. I don't charge or sell anything in the think tank. It's just here for you guys, for all of us to share due diligence and to have a good discussion. Let's go. Adam Aaron said, shut your bitch ass up to those shills that are trying to commit FUD. Keep in mind, this does not mean that ape cannot be converted to AMC. This does not mean that the reverse split is impossible. All this means is that the judge said that this settlement is not fair to AMC stock and AMC the company. Therefore, it is denied. Denied. Not going to stop. Ask, does after hours affect options? Yes, my friends. After hours greatly affects options. However, your broker will not show you the change in price of your options. So if the stock price went from $4.35 to $8.76, that is a huge, massive increase in volatility. The implied volatility is what causes options contracts to be worth significantly more money. So the great increase in price right there. Sorry, buddy, I got to give you a quick mute. Make sure you guys mute if you jump in the chat here. Increase in price causes an increase in implied volatility, which causes a huge increase in the value of options contracts. God damn, we're going to be so fucking rich. Woo! Take a look at this. We were looking at just a bit ago. 60% gains, 90% gains on AMC and climbing. It is back up 72%. Let's fucking go!
Boss, imagine the gamma come next week.
Dude,
shit's about to get crazy.
My friend, you're absolutely right. This could create some significant delta hedging by broker-dealers and hedge funds and family offices, which leads to an increase in FOMO buying and an increase in what, my friend? What magic G word you just said?
Gamma, baby.
Gamma, baby. Gamma squeeze. So this brings a lot more call contracts in the money. And when you bring more call contracts in the money, there's an increase in gamma. And that leads to an increase in delta hedging by broker-dealers, family offices, prime brokers, etc., etc., etc. This leads to an increase in fear of missing out buying by retail investors. This leads to an increase in volume. This leads to a gamma squeeze, and so on. It is a vicious cycle. But that does not mean that I'm guaranteeing that the price is going to go up. This means that there are changes occurring right now in the price that could significantly increase the cost and the market capitalization of AMC stock. Trippy, get the fuck out of here. You obviously do not know what the hell you're talking about.
Boss, if I can interrupt.
Of course you can.
What's good, brother? But I think
Paul
you're
P.
about to exercise, and I ain't talking about being at the gym.
You want to see some call contracts get exercised? I think that'll be really fucking exciting because I can tell you what, 70%, 90% gains on AMC will make my AMC and my AMC1 call contracts be worth a fucking shitload more than what I paid. So if I can lock in some premium, you got it, brother. If I can lock in some fucking premium on selling some of these 1,000+ call contracts, then I can also exercise some more call contracts to get a significant number of shares. However, at the current price, $7.43, it does not make sense for me to exercise some of my call contracts, but I can sell some for a premium. And as we say, that would be called licking my ice cream before it melts. Thanks to the one and only cash money millionaire over here who's about to be cash money billionaire in a short fucking while. This man, Cash, is the man who held Bitcoin from when it was worth $20 a Bitcoin, buying it from fucking minor tiny exchanges in Japan to the point where it was at $40, $50, and $60,000. This man, Cash, held Bitcoin for a decade to see gains from $20, $30 a Bitcoin to $40, $50, $60,000 a Bitcoin. This is the way that billionaires and millionaires are made. Like Warren Buffett once said, the stock market is but a tool used to transfer money from the impatient to the patient. And that is why, my friends, for the last 2.5 years, I have waited very, very patiently for this kind of thing to occur. So AMC is now still up quite significantly here in after hours, about 60%. Looks like we've got a bullish pennant occurring at this very moment. Take a look at this, the complete lack of volume during the day. We were at $4.35 to $4.43 for the entire day. And then, of course, in the after hours, when the ruling came out where the APE to AMC settlement was denied, we saw the change go from $4.35 to $8.76 fucking cents. Let's fucking go, baby. Even though the stock price has gone from $4.35 to $8.76 back down to $7.07 a share, that will still cause a massive, wild fluctuation in the implied volatility. So if not more so than it just going to $8.76 and stopping, because that creates a price increase of 90%, and that increases the implied volatility. But then when the stock price decreases from $8.76 to $6.49, increases to $7.60, and decreases to $7.07, that causes more volatility. And higher the implied volatility goes, the more the options contract is worth. Therefore, in my opinion, this call contract is probably worth more now at $7.03 because I've got a lot of theta, which means time, theta decay. I've got a lot of theta left on them. So therefore, it'd be worth more now because of the increase in implied volatility than it was moments ago when it was at $8.76. It is not just about an increase in price. However, I have tens of thousands of shares of AMC and APE, and I have 1,000+ call contracts on APE and AMC and AMC1. Because for those of you that don't know, AMC1 is the derivatives basket, which is the real market capitalization of AMC. So if I were to exercise some of those AMC1 call contracts, I would receive 100 shares of APE and 100 shares of AMC1. If I were to exercise some of my contracts of AMC, then I would receive 100 shares of AMC. Regardless, at the end of the day, they are both AMC. Because if you look at the price of AMC, AMC is not worth just $7.22. AMC's value is $7.22 plus $1.42. So that is the real value of AMC. You have to look at AMC1.
Marcel, I'd like to correct you on that. It's worth a whole shitload fucking more than that. We're gonna be so rich. Woo!
My guy, thank you for the correction. That is absolutely right. It is worth a whole fucking shitload more than that. However, for the time being, at this very moment, AMC is at $7.34 and APE is at $1.42. That means that AMC 1, aka the real market capitalization and the real value of AMC, is at $8.76 a share. However, we all know that AMC has been naked shorted and synthetically and rehypothecated, and there's many ISDA contracts and all sorts of other issues that are happening with the stock, showing 28% short interest on certain Ortex data and Stonko tracker data. AMC has been on the threshold securities list for over 20 straight days now. So this is absolutely huge, absolutely bullish. Adam Aaron is going to be extremely ecstatic about this. The actual settlement itself was denied, ladies and gentlemen. That is great for me as an AMC shareholder, because I don't want one more share of AMC for every 75 shares that I hold. I want that shit to get thrown out. I don't fucking care about that. They have to come to a new agreement. Jason Botts bought 2,000 ape at $1.01. Holy shit, my friend. Happy Friday.
Well, boss, I think this case just means it's like the suit never happened. It's just thrown out. So I don't even know if a new settlement's even needed.
Well,
I think it just means we go forward like this case never happened. I mean, I got to
let me scroll up. We got 60 pages to read through.
Long.
Yeah, we got 60 pages to read through, brother. So this is definitely quite a bit, and we'll get right into it here now shortly. I've got it up here, and we'll get started. Here's a link to the document. Thank you for the subscribe, my friend. Feel free to subscribe if you guys want to learn more. We'll be covering AMC and APE all the way until we have a proper price discovery. Because in my opinion, AMC's worth a lot more than 10 or 20 or $100 a share. It is worth significantly more than that. So the opinion decided today, July 21st. Let me move this over here so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Let's get the chat moved over there so people can see. Now, this is but a small victory for AMC holders in the sense that the settlement being thrown out is absolutely bullish for the stock, both for AMC and APE shares. However, I think a lot of people misunderstood that and sold off some APE, and institutions did as well, and got a good deal at 67 cents. As you can see, from 67 cents, it's all the way back up to $1.46, $1.47 as we speak. AMC ran from $4.35, $4.39 all the way to $8.76, and is now starting to settle around $7.30 at this very moment. This is a huge increase in the market capitalization of AMC. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't understand what you're seeing, AMC just increased their value by billions of dollars in the last half an hour. Billions with a fucking S. All right, let's take a look. Feel free to jump in anytime you guys want here. If you guys got any comments or information, Woody, Cash, anybody else, Citadel Air, all you my friends are more than welcome to speak up. And in the chat, drop your information, your comments in the chat here. I'm reading your live chat over here as well. So the judge says common stockholders of AMC brought direct claims on behalf of the putative class of common stockholders. Let me say real quick that those people don't represent me whatsoever. Those people who were trying to sue AMC for this settlement mean absolutely nothing to me, and their opinion means absolutely nothing to me. However, they said that the plaintiffs sought injunctive relief to stop the company from holding a special meeting at which the common stockholders, together with holders of fractional units of blank check preferred stock, would vote upon two charter amendments. The First Amendment would authorize more common stock, which would trigger the conversion of those fractional units into shares of common stock. The second would affect a reverse stock split. And for those of you that are in the know and those of you that are not, I will explain right now. The APE to AMC conversion was voted yes by over 88% of shareholders. So 88% of shareholders voted yes for the APE to AMC conversion. And just so you know, there are over 3.8 million retail shareholders in AMC in America alone, not including the rest of the world. In addition, 87% of all shareholders voted yes for the reverse split of AMC after the fact for a 1-to-10 reverse split. That means that for every 100 shares that you have at the moment, you would be left with 10 shares after the reverse split. However, those 10 shares would increase in value 10 times. It's like having a $1 bill, 10 singles, 10 $1 bills, or having a single $10 bill. I'd rather have a $10 bill than have 10 ones, period. You know, I'd rather have 10 tens than have a single $100 bill. You know what I'm trying to say here. It doesn't matter what the actual difference is here. Give me a $100 bill over 10 tens any day of the fucking weeks. So it says here that the amendments were certain to pass because the AMC Board of Directors had used its blank check authority to issue units representing fractional shares of preferred stock and imbued those units with dispositive voting power. Those units have a mirrored voting feature under any which uninstructed units vote in a proportion. Anyways, we're getting into the nitty gritty there. That doesn't really matter. I already told you guys that 87% voted yes for the reverse split, 88% voted yes for the APE to AMC conversion, and about that many also voted yes for the issuance of AMC shares. That some people call it dilution. I call it making billions of fucking dollars for AMC. And the last two times that AMC issued shares, remember this. In January of 2021, AMC went from $1 a share to $12 a share. And the time after that was in May and June of 2021. And AMC went from $12 a share to $79 a share in intraday trading. So I would be ecstatic when the APE to AMC conversion occurs, when the reverse split occurs, and my fucking bank account and brokerage account would be beyond ecstatic when the actual dilution occurs. Because, as I just told you, the last two times that AMC did that, the share price went up 1,000% plus. You know what call contracts and shares would look like if they had 1,000% plus gains? They'd be ridiculous. I was buying call contracts in May of 2021 for $22 a piece. And a few days later, when AMC was diluting and selling shares, well, those call contracts were worth $6,800 per contract. So what kind of gains was I looking at from $22 to $6,800? They were serious fucking gains. My little ones are even upset right now. They're waiting. They're ready for Monday. So even the judge says AMC's stockholder base is extraordinary. It includes a great number of human owners who care passionately about their stock ownership and the company. Many of them are connected to each other online. When notice went out to AMC stockholders, the reaction was unprecedented. All right, let's scroll on down. Still hanging out at $7.40. AMC is up 67% on the day in after hours, from $4.35 to $7.37 right now. Let's scroll on down. Again, this is 60 pages that we have to read through from Chancellor Zern, the judge who just declined. The judge who just declined the settlement, which that is absolutely fantastic news, in my opinion. And like most people would agree. Let's turn off the user leave, user join, user moved, because I don't need that sound every time somebody joins. Very good. Scrolling all the way down here. We got 64, 65 pages so far. No more. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, the proposed settlement is not approved. Fuck yeah! I don't care that she didn't approve it. If anything, this is better. That means AMC does not have to pay those fucking shares. Period. She says the parties should confer. The parties should confer on and submit a schedule for the remainder of the case, and plaintiffs should file a consolidated complaint. Very, very good. As the judge stated, I have reviewed each compliant exception de novo. The exceptions touch on a range of issues, and the strength of the claims and value claims released, or the give as compared to the get, inquires the special master's decision to give little weight to the volume of objections and whether the special master adequately reviewed. As stated above, I rejected the proposed settlement because the agreement releases ape claims in a representative action by and for common stockholders. Though a handful of the exceptions focus on the scope of the release, no compliance exception raised this particular issue. The pending exceptions do not inform the basis for my opinion, and so I need not reach them. Nevertheless, I will briefly address one specific concern. Multiple objectors filed exceptions asserting that the special master could not have considered all the compliance objections based on their volume and the limited time she had to review them and draft. These concerns are unfounded. Plaintiffs' counsel liberally categorized stockholder correspondence as objections, including emails and letters stating only a desire to opt out of the settlement. Many objections were only a few sentences. The special master could address these submissions quickly. Many objections assert the same themes, allowing the special master to address them as a group. Many themes were previewed in stockholder correspondence on the docket that predated formal objections, and the special master received the objections on a rolling basis. The special master led a team. The April 25th order appointing the special master expressly authorized her to make use of partners, counsel, associates, and support staff within her firm. Exceptions asserting that special master failed to give each objection due attention are dismissed. So exceptions that stated that the special master failed to give each objection due attention are dismissed by Chancellor Zern. And for the foregoing reasons, the proposed settlement is not approved. The parties will have to confer and submit a schedule for the remainder of the case. This is great news in my opinion. We've got a fucking case on our hands. AMC could back up their statements in a great way. She says, though I conclude I cannot approve the proposed settlement, I want to take this opportunity to address the special master's report and the exceptions. And that is what we just did. The court is grateful to the special master and her team who devoted unbiased expertise and many hours to give prompt and careful attention to the numerous motions and nearly 2,000 compliant and non-compliant objections that were received. That is absolutely fantastic. The judge also says, I will not speculate or hazard to guess what ape claims a class member who also owns ape in their capacity as an ape unit holder might bring, or what risk such claims might present to the company. The parties bear the burden of demonstrating that the proposed settlement is fair, reasonable, and in accordance with due process. And apparently, the judge does not feel that the proposed settlement is fair, reasonable, and in accordance with due process. Therefore, she has rejected it. That is fantastic.
Oh, it smells like a lot of money.
I smell money. I smell money. Where's Phil for real? We should join Phil for real as well and party with him. That's fantastic. We're at $7.66 right now, from $8.76 high, up from $4.38 so far. We are looking at 72% gains on it. And Ape has almost made up all of their losses. Ape was at $1.80, dropped down to 67 cents. Damn, I'm so pissed I didn't fucking pick any up at 67 cents. Fuck! But it's back up at this very moment to $1.41 already. Holy shit. So if we take what we've got here, we've actually gone up in value anymore. AMC's at, let's see, right now $7.52. Ape is at $1.41. AMC 1, the real market cap of AMC, is now at $8.93. Remember, this is not the value of AMC right now. It's $8.93.
Daddy.
Hey, baby. Hey, we're going to the moon.
Right now.
A little bit. The rocket ship is getting ready for takeoff. Is that exciting? Come here, you.
Hey. Hey.
Let me turn this down a little bit. You want to say hello? Say hi, everybody.
No.
Hey, look. Look, say hi to everybody. Say hi. You're on YouTube. Look, say hello. You're on YouTube. Say, hey, Cash Money. Hey, family and friends. Everyone says hello. So they say, we're mooning. We're getting ready to go to the moon. When do you want to go to the moon? Are you being shy? Cool. Where are we going?
To the moon.
Huh. When?
When are we going to the moon?
Tuesday.
When?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
What
All
time?
What time?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Said.
What time? 2 p.m.?
Yeah, 2 p.m.
Oh, okay, that works. Works for me.
That's all the confirmation bias I need.
Look at what the judge said literally. The the proposed settlement consideration is detrimental to the ape position. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the most bullish thing I have heard in a long time. The judge literally said that a release must be supported by consideration to be valid. The proposed settlement consideration is detrimental to the ape position. The release of ape claims is therefore not supported by consideration. What? Even my dog came to say hi. Everybody wants to be part of this. Impossible Tank says 2 p.m. Marge will be calling. Vivaldi Summer asks, is she the future CEO of Lit Exchange? What do you think? You want to be big boss? Are you my little boss right now?
Yeah. I'm a little boss.
You're my little boss, that's for sure. You're the reason I'm going to the moon. You know that?
I'm going to the moon, not you. I'm going to the moon.
That's fantastic. Holy shit, Austin Romero bought $8 calls expiring September 1st. My friend, I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. I don't know what's going to happen on Monday. All I know right now is...
Dad, I'm that way.
Okay, you want to go that way? That's fine. Ape dropped down to 67 cents, is back up to $1.44. AMC went from $4.39 to $8.76, and is currently at $7.54. The judge literally fucking said, look right here on your screen, the proposed settlement consideration is detrimental to the ape position. So she does not want AMC shareholders to be hurt by AMC having to issue a settlement for more shares because it's detrimental to the ape position. That is fantastic. They followed by saying, as Chancellor Allen observed in shareholders litigation, a release that purports to release claims held by entities that are differently situated than the plaintiffs in exchange for no consideration would certainly offend fundamental notions of fairness. The Second Circuit Court reasoned similarly in another ruling there that the stipulation of settlement provided that members of the class submitting valid claims would divide the settlement proceeds in proportion to the number of contracts they had liquidated at a loss. And persons in that position, or my dog is pissed, person in those positions who held both liquidated and unliquidated contracts were thus to release claims both on liquidated and unliquidated contracts in return for payments that were to be determined solely on the basis of the contracts they had liquidated. Here, the proposed settlement compensates common stockholders to the exclusion and dilution of ape unit holders. The settlement consideration offers common stockholders more AMC equity, which necessarily comes at the expense of the ape position. Yes! That is fantastic. Go play it over there, okay? Go play your game over there so you can be as loud as you want. The parties propose to pay that consideration after the reverse split but before the conversion. In that scenario, when the apes convert to shares of common stock, former ape unit holders will represent a smaller percentage of the total common than they would have if not for the proposed settlement consideration received by the class. The release of ape claims is not supported by consideration. That's fucking great, ladies and gentlemen. This literally means that the judge is looking out not only for AMC shareholders, but for AMC and ape shareholders, and therefore has denied the settlement. That does not mean she denied the ape to AMC conversion. It does not mean that she denied the reverse split. It does not mean that she denied AMC's ability to issue shares. It simply means that she does not feel that the that the AMC settlement is fair to ape shareholders. I don't know about you, but I hold both. Tens of thousands of shares of AMC and ape, and tens of thousands of dollars, thousands of contracts of AMC and AMC1, entitling me to 100. Each one entitles me to 100 shares of AMC, and each AMC1 contract entitles me to 100 shares of AMC plus 100 shares of ape. I'm not fucking selling. Let's fucking go! I need my fucking hat. Where's my Mo astronaut helmet? Here it is. Here it is. I found it. I found it. We're going to the dark side of the moon, ladies and gentlemen. I got to wear the Pink Floyd hat for the dark side of the fucking moon. You know what? I might as well double up since we're going to be so motherfucking rich. Sorry, I can't help myself but scream. I get very excited on times like these. Oh, my kid's gone. I wasn't swearing in front of her. She's in the other room. This is freaking hilarious. Black Widow, so let's go to the dark side of the moon. You got it, my friends. You know what? For those of you that are unaware, I'd like to share with you all this right here. This right here is an autograph from the one and only Adam Aaron that was given to me by my friend Wolfie. Some of you guys may know Wolfie. He has been on our channel many times. We remember 2008. We remember the way that these banks and hedge funds have fucked us in the past. And Adam Aaron said to the think tank, all the best, Adam Aaron. Thank you, Wolfie, for this beautiful memorabilia. Thank you, Adam Aaron. You are a true CEO looking out for his shareholders, and I appreciate that very much. I keep that here and look at it every single day. The average cost to borrow is over 950%, ladies and gentlemen. 950% is the average cost to borrow on AMC stock right now. It is astronomical. But that is a chart that I like to see. We haven't seen that in quite a little while because of the manipulation that's occurred on the stock market, the naked shorts, the rehypothecations, the married puts, the married calls, the synthetic shares, the tokenized securities, the ISDA contracts and swaps and futures. This is absolutely great. As BDA Penguin says, the judge is saying no to the settlement. This has nothing to do with the conversion of APE to AMC, nothing to do with the reverse split, nothing to do with AMC being able to issue more shares. This is literally strictly saying that the settlement is not fair to APE shareholders. Therefore, the settlement is fucking denied. Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's keep scrolling up here in the think tank and see. People are wondering, what the fuck is going on? This is phenomenal. Hey, thank you also, Anthony Green. He says, let's fucking go from Liverpool, England. I appreciate you, boss, Wolfie, and all of the think tank. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's bring MPH up from Speaker's Corner. He was down in the wrong chat. Fuckery is afoot, and it is time for us to get ours. Now, I don't expect this to mean that MOAS is tomorrow, because tomorrow is Saturday, but you get my fucking point. This to me is just a further proof of everything that we've known thus far. Wow, this is exciting. Unfucking real. There has been another lawsuit issued against AMC trying to appeal this, and that is just also complete garbage, and that will likely also get turned down. That lawsuit is in the appellate court, in the Delaware Supreme Court, and they have 10 days to present why it should be approved, why the settlement should be denied and should be appealed. But that's probably not going to happen in my case. In my thoughts here, they are seriously worried about their short positions here. We can go to Stonko Tracker right now. You guys want to see this? Stonko Tracker. Look, I didn't even type in AMC. Stonko Tracker, when I click it, literally comes up saying Stonko Tracker AMC as the very first one. The very first thing. The interest rate on AMC right now is 991% for shorts to borrow. 991%. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, 30 minutes after close of market, we saw 2.8 million shares traded. We're looking at the borrowed shares fee right here. Borrowed shares. The fee is 900. It was at 985% earlier, then 991.4, and steady. It's at 991.6% borrow fee with only 25,000 shares available to borrow. This is fucking huge. This last update was at 4 p.m., so it still has to be updated again. So this is not an accurate number because these in-the-money calls were at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I am in the Central time zone. That's why you're seeing my time different. There will be a lot higher. We can actually go and look at the open interest on AMC stock and take a look at it right now. We're at $7.32. It's still up 67% for the day, and APE is only down 20%. That's still a huge net change for the positive. Let's take a look at the options contracts. Let's go down to the calls. And we will look at the volume and the open interest. So AMC was at $4.39 before the market closed. And there's 57,000 open interest at $4.50. 132,800 open interest at $5 strike. 20,000 open interest at the $5.50 strike. 36,000 open interest at the $6 strike. 2,800 at the $6.50 strike. We have to increase our settings here to get more. And those are expiring today. So let's take a look at next week. Those are weekly contracts, so that's going to be a lower number. But even still, the July 28th, next Friday, there are 21,000 more that expire. That's the volume. Excuse me. There's 16,500 open interest at $4.50, 14,000 at $5, 13,500 at $5.50, 4,600 at $6 strike, another 2,000 at the next strike. This is huge. Huge. The gamma on this should be pretty astronomical. We can look even further out. Let's look at the August. For the month of August, I was looking at the weekly right now, just so you know, that was the weekly call contracts. And for those of you that know anything about call contracts, there's always extremely low open interest on calls for the weeklies. But even still, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, that's huge. Looking at August 18th, $4.50 strike, we got almost 16,000 open interest on the $4.50. For those of you that are unaware, open interest is how many people have those call contracts right now. So there are 16,000 call contracts at $4.50, and you have to multiply that by 100 to get the indicative number of shares. So 16,500 by 100, that's 1.65 million shares that would need to be purchased by broker dealers and hedge funds and family office there to to delta hedge for the gamma increases on the $4.50 strike. And then since we're at $7.40, if we remain above $5 for August 18th, then there's 31,000 more. That 31,739 times 100 shares per contract, that's another 3.1 million shares of AMC that would have to be purchased by August 18th if it stays above $5. Then you got another 3,900 there at the 550 strike. That's 394,000 more shares. 19,515 more contracts in the money at the $6 strike. Come August 18th, if it's still above $6, that's another 1.95 million shares. Then another 670,000 more shares at the $7 strike. And I can't even see the $7.50 strike right now. Let's go to 20 strikes. And we'll go to the $7. Okay, there's no $7.50 strike for that month. But that's okay. Then you see the $8 strikes, another 3,000. And at the $10 strike, there are 248,490 call contracts. That's astronomical. Multiply that by 100. If the stock price goes over $10, that's 24,849,000 more AMC shares that would have to be purchased on the open market in order to delta hedge for the $10 strike if that were to occur, which, as you saw earlier, was already at $8.76. Ape is just making back all of its losses. Ape was down huge. It was down like 75% from $1.79 to 67 cents and is already back up to $1.47. It's only down 17.7% now. Holy fuck. But AMC remains high because the judge denied the settlement and said that it was unfair to Ape shareholders. This is fucking great. Fucking phenomenal. That case is going to end up getting dismissed in what I believe. The case is probably going to get dismissed. AMC will continue with the Ape to AMC conversion and reverse split and issuance of new shares, which will make billions of dollars for AMC. And with the number of shares and call contracts that I have, probably hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars for myself as well, and probably millions and millions of other retail shareholders as well. Holy fuck! Say an Ape says that the FUD boys are celebrating, thinking the conversion isn't happening. I can't make this shit up, he says. And you're right, but they're wrong, because this has nothing to do with the conversion, has nothing to do with the reverse split in a negative fashion. In my opinion, it's extremely bullish for them, because now there are massive increases in the number of call contracts in the money. For next week alone, on a weekly option contract, there are 21,000 contracts at $4.50, 30,000 at $5, 7,300 at $5.50, 5,500 at $6, 1,000 more at $7. Fuck, I'm looking at the volume again. Sorry. The numbers are even higher when you look at the actual open interest. 16,000, 14,000, 13,000. All those numbers have to be multiplied by 100 to indicate the actual number of shares that is indicative of the underlying asset, which being AMC shares for the AMC and AMC1 call contracts. Now, I'm not even looking at AMC1. I can't see AMC1 on this one. But we can also see the number of call. There's a lot of AMC1 call contracts. In addition, keep in mind, people, there are also AMC1 call contracts. So aside from the delta hedging and gamma squeezing and implied volatility increases on AMC itself, then you've got to look at that information for AMC1 also. That is even more bullish because there are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of call contracts out there on AMC1. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Woo! We're going to be so motherfucking rich. Holy shit. But again, like I said, the judge was talking about some of these guys making these claims. He says Franchi owns common stock. He does not own any Ape units. He plainly cannot represent or release Ape claims. Franchi's interests are aligned solely with the common, and he is incented to negotiate on behalf of the common stockholders alone. He cannot serve as an adequate fiduciary for Ape claims. While Allegheny is also an Ape unit holder, Allegheny is a lead plaintiff only in its capacity as a common stockholder bringing claims adhered to common stock. Allegheny is authorized to serve as a fiduciary only as a common stockholder and for a putative class for other common stockholders. In that capacity, as a common stockholder who only asserted class claims pertinent to the common stock, Allegheny cannot represent or release Ape direct claims. Hedgies are fucked! Motherfucked! Is what they are. And I can wait as long as it takes because it doesn't cost me anything to wait. As a matter of fact, it gives me the opportunity to buy more. Plain and fucking simple. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that Because even though APE is down 16, wow, APE is only down 16% now. That's phenomenal. But that's still better. I'd rather buy APE at $1.51 right now than buy it yesterday or earlier today at $1.81 a share. That is fucking phenomenal. AMC is now up even more, 71.5% right now to $7.50 from the close of $4.40. The intraday trading of $4.35. That is amazing. My implied volatility is going to look really fucking good. So again, now let's bust some FUD, huh? Let's get rid of some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That is what FUD stands for. This has nothing to do with the reverse split. It has nothing to do with the conversion, and it has nothing to do with AMC's ability to issue more shares on the open market.
Barbies. What's wrong with Barbies?
We'll download Barbies. It's all good. All right, give me a few minutes and I'll mess with it a little bit. All right.
Okay.
All right.
If I do this, look, it downloads.
You got to give it a few minutes, okay? It's still working. The release is unsound, says the judge. That is phenomenal. Let's move over here. I saw something about owning more shares. I want to see what that says. During the lead up to the proposed settlement, the conflicting interests between the common stockholders and APE unit holders were on display. First, objector Izzo, who owns more APE than common shares, intimated she seeks to become lead plaintiff. In opposing this move, plaintiffs acknowledge the adversity between the common stockholders and APE unit holders by asserting that Izzo is not qualified to speak for the class because she owns more APE than common. And the same has been seen by the judge that the AMC common cannot speak for the APE class. And she has stated that the settlement is not fair to APE shareholders. Their application argued that the defense should be permitted to implement the settlement and complete the conversion before notice had been provided to stockholders, before the proposed terms were considered by the court, and that was approved as fair. Here, let me go back. I didn't mean to click that. Click here. So they're saying that the court must consider whether this is fair and reasonable. And the judge has decided that it is not fair to AMC, nor fair to APE shareholders. And that the party, she says, I will not speculate or hazard to guess what APE claims a class member who owns APE in their capacity as APE unit holder might bring, or what risk such claims might present to the company. The parties, the people that are trying to sue AMC, bear the burden of demonstrating that the proposed settlement is fair, reasonable, and in accordance with due process. It is up to the parties to decide if the risk of unreleased APE claims is worth rejection of a settlement that might pave the way for the conversion which the parties have intimated is necessary to save the company from financial ruin. Though I conclude I cannot approve the proposed settlement, I want to take this opportunity to address the special master's report. And we have already looked at this part, and she says that everything in the report from the special master is accurate, and she has done a good job of looking at all the data. The court's only task is to approve or reject the proposed settlement. The focus of the settlement is on claims presented in this case. We are going to bust the FUD, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Do not believe the bullshit that's coming out from YouTubers and Twitter users that are trying to sway your opinion. I am not here for the court of public opinion. I am not here to tell you one thing or the other. We are reading directly from the lawsuit, from the settlement, and from the written information, the 67 pages given to us by Chancellor Zern, who has denied the settlement. She says, the focus of the settlement is on the claims presented in this case. The court cannot address issues that do not pertain to the fairness of the settlement. Those such issues raised by AMC stockholders include theories about synthetic shares, Wall Street corruption, dark pool trading, insider trading, RICO violations, and a request for a share count. The court's role is limited to considering settlement-specific issues like the strength of the plaintiff's claims, the consideration the class would receive, and the scope of the release the class would give in exchange for that consideration. Now, that is very fucking bullish for AMC and APE shareholders and the company of AMC, in my opinion. And that's why AMC is now up 72.5%, and APE is only down 16% after having been down like 75% earlier today. That is phenomenal. Where are we here that it's not showing anything for denied? She said denied multiple times. Why is it not coming up? Very good. Very good. I want to go back to this part where we read earlier because it's very important. Excellent. The release is unsound. A key consideration in the approval of a derivative or class action settlement is to ensure that the interests of the represented parties have not fallen victim to the personal interests of the representative counsel. We do not, let's go. The court's involvement arises from the need to ensure absent stockholders are adequately represented and to guard against buyouts of plaintiffs at the expense of those whom they purport to represent. The court must act as a fiduciary on behalf of the class to ensure that the outcome falls within a reasonable range. Very good. Plaintiffs cannot release APE claims because they do not arise from the identical factual predicate as the claims asserted on behalf of the class of common stockholders. This means that while stockholders have chosen the corporate director or manager, they have no such election as to a plaintiff who steps forward to represent them. He is a self-chosen representative and a volunteer champion, said the courts. So therefore, as you guys know, they don't represent me, and I bet they don't represent a lot of you. So this is very good. The settlement has been denied. Phenomenal. How are you guys feeling the think tank over here? Damn, we got a whole bunch of people hanging out with us in the think tank, on YouTube, Kick, Twitter, Twitch. Holy shit. Facebook Live. Apes are everywhere. Everywhere. Hedgies are so fucked. If you like the information we provide, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much for your support. But we will continue to bring you more coverage on APE and AMC until we see proper price discovery, no matter how long it might take. This is a lot of information. We're going to have to do a further deep dive, but this is absolutely great already. I'm really happy that we had Chancellor Zern appointed and that she elected the special master that we got. In my opinion, they cannot be bought. They cannot be bought by hedge funds. They cannot be bribed by banks, and they made the right choice. I told you guys before, and I'll say it again, that the settlement is bullshit. I don't even want it to go through. I figured that the judge would either approve the settlement and let it proceed, or deny the settlement and let it proceed. Regardless, APE to AMC conversion, reverse split, and issuance of shares is still on the table.
I buy all of them. I buy that one, that one, that one.
You bought all those games?
Yeah, look. There's still download, but something's wrong with Mario's.
Oh, there's not enough room on there. There's not enough space.
There is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms.
There's lots of rooms.
Oh wait, it says the chat.
Yeah.
It says the chat.
AMC is hanging out strong. It's now up 75% on the day. And Ape is only down 16, 17% now. It has definitely gained back almost all. It's only down 10 cents. Let me see here. What? 30 cents? No, it's not down 30 cents. It was at $1.80 to close the day. Okay, yeah, and it's at $1.48, $1.49 right now. Down about 30 cents so far, only 17% after being down to 67 cents. Let me see, baby. Cool. Go in the living room for a minute. I'll be right there, okay? I'll be right there. Let me say goodbye to everybody. And I think I've had enough looking at the chart. I'm looking forward to Monday. Monday. Ape claims require the additional facts of holding ape units and harm to ape unit holder rights. A common stockholder would have to plead her holding of ape units and harm to that interest. Resolution of plaintiff's common claims at a trial would not resolve ape claims. Very good. Oh, they even citing the Activision case here in the claims. That's fucking great.
Hey, Daddy. I'm
Rob says I lost. Rob, I think you're not very bright at all. I think that you don't understand anything that just happened at all. Because absolutely I voted yes to the reverse split. Hang on one second, baby. I voted yes for the conversion, yes for the reverse split, and yes for the dilution of shares for AMC to issue new shares on the market, because that's going to make me a lot of fucking money. I voted yes. AMC is up 73.86%. Ape is down a minuscule 16% right now and has already gained back almost all of its losses that occurred in the last hour. And I'll vote yes again. I am still extremely bullish on AMC, and I wouldn't be surprised to see $100 a share, $1,000 a share, or $5,000 a share or more on AMC after the conversion to reverse split and the issuance of shares and the delta hedging, gamma squeezing, FOMO buying that's likely to occur, because I'm going to sell a shitload of my call contracts for a significant increase in premium and shove exercised call contracts shares right up the short hedgies' assholes. Right up in there. Here, the proposed settlement compensates common stockholders to the exclusion and dilution of ape unit holders. The settlement consideration offers common stockholders more AMC equity, which necessarily comes at the expense of the ape position, said the judge. The parties propose to pay that consideration after the reverse split, but before the conversion. In that scenario, when apes convert to shares of common stock, former ape unit holders will represent a smaller percentage of the total common that they would have if not for the proposed settlement consideration received by the class. The release of ape claims is not supported by consideration. Yeah, you heard her. She said, yeah. That is excellent. Let's see. Inyo Bay says, I would vote yes as well in a heartbeat, and I have more shares than Allegheny. That's for damn sure. Paul Kenny asks, it sounds like Zern is okay with the reverse split and the conversion, boss. Do you agree? Yes, I absolutely agree. This case has nothing to do with the conversion of the reverse split. This is simply saying that the settlement is not fair to AMC Theaters, the company, and the settlement is not fair to APE shareholders, which is AMC Preferred Equity Units of Stock. Therefore, it's been denied, and they will proceed with the case. That means that the judge can now dismiss the case with prejudice if she so chooses. In addition, this does not do anything to stop the conversion. It does not do anything to stop the reverse split, and it does not do anything to stop AMC from issuing more shares. Therefore, money, baby. Money. I fucking win. Little Jimmy, I'm not sure, buddy. You're not blocked as far as I can tell. Everything looks good there. Approximately half the communications submitted by stockholders did not include any information regarding their holdings. The Special Master's Report lists the 1,445 objections that provided some form of proof of AMC common stock ownership. So more than half did not prove proof of stock ownership. That means that is a bunch of bullshit by shills and hedgies. 13 exceptions to the report were filed timely and 9 were compliant. They have reviewed each compliant exception de novo. The exceptions touch on a range of issues and have found that it is absolute bullshit. As stated above, the Chancellor says, I rejected the proposed settlement because the agreement releases ape claims in a representative action by and for common stockholders. Remember, ape is preferred stock, AMC is common stockholders. Though a handful of the exceptions focus on the scope of the release, no compliant exception raised this particular issue. The pending exceptions do not inform the basis for my opinion, and so I need not reach them. Nevertheless, she briefly addresses one concern and tells them to get fucked. Exceptions asserting the special master failed to give each objection due attention are dismissed. Get fucked, hedgies. For the foregoing reasons, the proposed settlement is not approved. The parties should confer on and submit a schedule for the remainder of the case, and plaintiffs should file a consolidated complaint. Jerome Powell, get the fucking money printer out. Janet Yellen, I ain't selling till they fire Janet Yellen. I'm holding until Citadel's folding. I ain't through until they liquidate point 72. We're going to be so motherfucking rich, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. As I told you before, I'm going to recap this by saying the judge denied the settlement. The judge denied the settlement against AMC. The judge says that it is unfair to AMC and APE shareholders. The judge says proceed to confer on and submit a schedule for the remainder of the case. Plaintiffs should file a consolidated complaint. The judge will now have the opportunity to dismiss the case with prejudice if she so chooses to do so, and tell them all to get fucked. This does not affect the AMC to APE conversion. This does not affect the, I'm at APE to AMC conversion. This does not affect the APE to AMC and AMC reverse split, and it does not affect the issuance of new shares. It just means that we're going to court, and I am A-okay with that. Wolfie says, we remember it all, and we ain't leaving. That's fucking right. So, for those of you that may or may not remember, I posted this on Reddit last year. It goes a little something like this. I ain't selling till they fire Janet Yellen. I'm holding until Citadel's folding. I ain't through until they liquidate point 72. I'll keep on going until they jail Steve Cohen. I'll not get rid until the SEC finds the FTDs they've hid. I'll not sell till I reach my floor. Until then, the world must know that our governments are bought and paid for. Until that price is ripping, I'll know there's still a lifeline for Kenny Griffin. I'll be right there. I gotta finish this up. I'll be staying long until they admit the price is wrong. And I won't liquidate until the SEC stops using work time to masturbate. I'll not make a toast until I receive a flying bedpost. And when it's all done and I'm rewarded for having waited, I'll use my tendies to make Chicago sophisticated. Get fucked, hedgies. We're going to be so fucking rich. God damn it, I'm fucking out of here. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, everybody. I wish you peace and wealth. Make sure you're properly hedged. Act accordingly. Act fucking accordingly. I'll leave you with a song. What's up, my friends? Anybody got any parting words in the think tank? No? That's all right.
Be so fucking rich.
My guy gets it. This guy gets it.
J Squad.
Gonna be so goddamn rich.
I think it's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Gonna be fucking rich. I want my fucking money. Griffin, I want my fucking money. Yo, motherfucker. Holy shit, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Great. Damn it, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Griffin, I want my fucking money.
You're an original,
Hey,
aren't
yelling,
you?
cowboy. Give me the fucking money. Get the goddamn money printer out.
Great.
My portfolio is gonna look like a goddamn phone number. God damn it. Jesus Christ, heaven help me.
Let's fucking get it. Have a good weekend.
You guys have a great weekend. It's gonna be a beautiful one for sure. Jerome Powell, get the fucking money printer out. So fucking rich. Get the goddamn money printer out. I just want to say thank you all for your support. Feel free to subscribe. Please like. Please feel free to share it with other retail shareholders on social media. Get the information out there because you know there's going to be a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. People trying to spin misinformation, say that the conversion, the reverse split are not going to happen when that's not the case. The settlement is not going to happen. The reverse split, the conversion, and everything else are still on the table. AMC is going to court with these assholes, and the judge can dismiss it with prejudice, which means that they can never sue them for this again. Wish you peace and wealth. Act accordingly.